In 2004, the reborn Bugatti brand transformed the world of automotive performance and luxury with a 1,001 horsepower hypersports car, the Veyron. The first road car with more than 1,000 horsepower was succeeded in 2016 by another engineering feat so ambitious it reset all expectations of performance, the world's first 1,500 horsepower car, the Chiron. At the heart of these cars was the world's most advanced automotive engine, an 8.0-liter quad-turbo V16. Now, 20 years after Bugatti invented the hypersports car, it redefines the concept completely with an entirely new powertrain and platform. This is the Bugatti Tourbillon. As the first Bugatti in more than 20 years not powered by the iconic W16 engine, the tradition of naming core models after legendary Bugatti racing drivers of the past is no longer applied. Instead, the name Tourbillon was chosen as the perfect encapsulation of this car's character. A French word, and a subtle reference to Bugatti's French heritage and home in Molsheim, the Tourbillon is a watchmaking invention of a Swiss-born genius living in France in 1801. A completely original creation without compare, it is both complex and beautiful, helping to counteract the effects of gravity on a watch to ensure more consistent timekeeping. And over 200 years later, it is still revered as the pinnacle of watchmaking. This sense of mechanical timelessness was a core part of the Bugatti Tourbillon journey. For a car that will be displayed on the concours lawns of this and the next centuries, technology can easily date, especially large digital screens. So it's important that it uses as many timeless components as possible. The Tourbillon therefore utilizes a number of design and engineering techniques that will never age, including a completely analog instrument cluster crafted by Swiss watchmakers and finished with the same care and attention you find in the world's greatest timepieces. Just as these become heirlooms over generations, the Tourbillon is designed as a car for eternity. Design and aerodynamics. As with every Bugatti of the modern era, the Tourbillon is shaped by speed. The ability to travel at more than 400 kilometers per hour requires every single surface, inlet and ridge to be finely honed to ensure it is not only aerodynamic, but also beneficial to the car's thermodynamics. This is the guiding principle of the Tourbillon, which is then evolved around four Bugatti design elements inspired by history: the horseshoe grille, the Bugatti line, the central ridge, and the dual color split. Although beautiful in its design and proportions, every surface, intake and vent is carefully honed to balance the enormous aerodynamic forces of a car traveling at over 400 kilometers per hour, as well as the thermodynamic requirements of a V16 engine, electric motors and battery at full performance. Using over 20 years of expertise from the Veyron and Chiron, the Tourbillon features a number of patented technologies. As a result, the rear wing even remains submerged during top speed runs, with a perfect equilibrium of forces generated by these new innovations. The wing is utilized to establish higher downforce at slower speeds, and as an air brake for improved stability under deceleration. Much of this aerodynamic equilibrium is thanks to the new diffuser concept, which starts to climb from just behind the passenger cabin, rising at an ideal angle to keep the Tourbillon in perfect balance. The diffuser is built around a completely new crash concept, which is fully integrated within the structure of the diffuser itself, keeping it both enormously effective, but also hidden from sight, enabling the open rear-end design. At the heart of the Tourbillon's design ethos is the iconic horseshoe, from which all lines of the car originate, shaping the central fuselage volume. Docked onto that left and right are the flying fenders that allow to stream air underneath the headlights to boost air mass flow into the side intakes. This intricate interplay of airflow is further exemplified by the frontal design, which, while maintaining the dimensions of a sculpted overhang, ingeniously houses an ultra-efficient cooling system that directs air through and out of the front bonnet, augmenting downforce while ingeniously packaging a sizable frunk in between the two radiators. A set of advanced, electrically actuated dihedral doors not only allow for easy entry into the vehicle, but provide a dramatic sense of arrival, able to be opened and closed from the key fob, the door opening button found just underneath the Bugatti line, and on the center console. Interior. Ever since car manufacturers began to embrace digital screens and touchscreens in cars, the rate of progress has been so rapid that within less than a decade, the technology appears outdated. Imagining the Tourbillon on Concours d'Elegance lawns not just in 10 years but perhaps in 100 years, the design philosophy of the interior focused on timelessness. Inspired by the world of horology, in which wristwatches over 100 years old can still be worn and used today, integrated into modern fashion and lifestyles seamlessly, the design and engineering teams pioneered an authentic analog experience in the cabin. The centerpiece of this takes the horology philosophy to its most literal conclusion, an instrument cluster designed and built with the expertise of Swiss watchmakers. Made up of more than 600 parts and constructed from titanium as well as gemstones such as sapphire and ruby, the skeletonized cluster is built to the largest tolerance of 50 microns, with the smallest at 5 microns, and weighs just 700 g. This intricately engineered masterpiece remains a focal point of the driving experience, fixed in place as the rim of the steering wheel rotates around it, a setup known as a fixed hub steering wheel. Through this ingenious concept, tourbillon drivers have an unobstructed view of their instrumentation independent of the steering angle, because the spokes reach around the back of the instrument cluster. The center console is a blend of crystal glass and aluminum, revealing the intricate workings of the switches and the engine start-pull lever that it hosts. This glass was developed over 13 separate stages to ensure it was both perfectly clear and extremely strong and safe in the event of an accident. The aluminum parts of the console are anodized and milled from a single block of metal, while the knurled aluminum switches sit at the head of a complex mechanism that is fully visible beneath the crystal glass, entirely developed in-house. The act of igniting the all-new naturally aspirated V16 engine and electric powertrain has been crafted to be a physical experience, a nod to the rituals of historic automobiles, a pull to start and a push to cease. But hidden from view until desired is a high-definition digital screen, which displays vehicle data and offers seamless mobile connection. An intricately engineered mechanism deploys the touchscreen from the top of the center console, portrait mode for the reversing camera in just 2 seconds and full landscape mode in 5 seconds. Every interior decision, just as it is with the exterior, is made with ultimate performance in mind, without compromising in any way on practicality or comfort. The seats, for example, are fixed to the floor to be as light and as low as they can possibly be. The pedal box can be electrically adjusted forwards and backwards to ensure a comfortable driving position for everyone. Thanks to this new solution, the interior is spacious, making it ideal for longer trips and daily use. Even the audio system is being engineered without traditional speakers and woofers, opting for an advanced system that features exciters on the door panels and throughout the car to use existing interior panels as speakers. It is a lighter and more efficient system than traditional audio setups. Powertrain and performance. The Bugatti W16 engine was unlike any other automotive engine in the world when it was revealed. With its 4 turbos and prodigious power figures, it set a new benchmark for the limits of combustion engine technology, and 2 decades after its creation it's still unmatched or replicated. Following in its footsteps is another incomparable masterpiece of internal combustion engineering, paired with the immediate torque and flexibility of electric motors. This next-generation Bugatti hypersports car is powered by an all-new 8.3-liter naturally aspirated V16 engine, engineered with the help of Cosworth, paired with a front e-axle with 2 electric motors and 1 electric motor mounted at the rear axle. In total, the tourbillon produces 1,800 horsepower with 1,000 from the combustion engine itself, and 800 horsepower from the electric motors. It's an extraordinary achievement delivered thanks to a host of cutting-edge materials and technology, given the Veyron achieved 1,001 horsepower from its 8.0-liter capacity engine with 4 turbochargers, and the new V16 is completely naturally aspirated. Constructed from lightweight materials, the engine weighs just 252 kilograms.